excellent pedigree. His father, Greg Anthony, a star with the Knicks for so many years, UNLV as well. Clippers over their last 9 games have allowed the 6th fewest threes. That will come. Batum ignores Ibaka's screen, gives it to Leonard in the corner, and he rips the cords.
Had to score the ball, and they get nothing out of it.
George creates some separation from Vucevic.
And you're playing the odds there, because Anthony is not yet a good, consistent shooter. And realize, oh, I've got to shoot this one.
Ibaka, the C's part, he drives in, kisses it off the glass. Had talked about wanting to throw the first punch, so to speak, but they're in trouble here. Ibaka with the flush. Related story, he's averaging a career-high 4 assists a game.
He really goes after it on the glass.
George, cruel intentions for the iron, and a right-handed flush. Terrence Mann out there for the Clippers has been so fun to watch the last couple of times out.
Founder on the glass, a cleanup guy on the inside. Oh, just knock him out of the way, Kawhi.
Yesterday missed 6 shots in the painted area. On recruiting trips with his mom, said he even helped recruit a player at his high school that would go on to play for us.
I think she played basketball a little bit.
And her degree that we stay in. I'll miss all the traveling for sure. Is a lob inside to Zubac.
Pushing the ball because he was so intent going to the offensive boards, but he had a feeling that maybe
in this first quarter. Morris, contested jumper. Gordon. Back over on the far side to Bacon. Fights for his own rebound. Morris is open for 3. Count it, and a foul, and send him to the line.
6 for 9 from the three-point line, 18 points, so instrumental in the win. Understanding your role, understanding that Paul George is back and Kawhi is back, and the shots are going to come to you.
Lou, undaunted by the defense, start their offense. 9:42 to play in his first half. Lou dances on the dribble, drives down the parquet. Bamba, that was a lot of celebration when he was picked. He just hasn't been able to materialize.
To put the combinations together, and Mo Bamba may not be able to pick up enough slack.
That does it. Gordon shoves off on George and then knocks down the...
He had built up momentum. Unfortunately, it was going out of bounds, and here comes that trail man.
Ibaka with Fournier to beat, goes up and lays it in. Posting on Fournier, now straightens up on him. An investigative drive. You have to don a cape on this possession. Deep 3. Oh, he comes out of a phone. Fournier picks it back outside, and a 3 fall. This has the loose ball from Orlando.
Wouldn't the COVID sniffing dogs really be something to use as we see?
Can happen as Terrence Ross calls his number again by Fournier. Fournier cannot stop Kawhi, but just does not have the strength, few do, to outrival Kawhi. One of the best catch and shoot. 3 teamed pocket pick, leather larceny. Here comes Paul George. Accelerates to the rim, counted, and a foul. Clippers have seemingly been in control a couple of times. A long little turnaround hook shot for Bulk going up against Kawhi Leonard. Does it make a difference? No. Kawhi Leonard with the flush. George beat the buzzer a couple of times here in this season. He gives to Leonard, fakes the 3, hoisting it up at the horn. It's good. Down the lane, and a little night, making 6 threes.
This is where your defense wants to dig in right now, because obviously
Orlando's defense showing its teeth a little bit. Fournier with the bucket. Ennis for 3. You're about playing with Pat as George gets a great look at a 3, and the band sings the rebound. Ahead to George, and a cool
bodybuilding.
I haven't looked at his schedule recently as George goes down the lane. Oh, but Orlando's still hanging around here. Fournier. Anthony. Oh, a clever play. 5 to shoot for Jackson. A corner 3 comes nevertheless. 5 inside. Late in the clock. Back to Ibaka. Swiveling away. A whistle. Oh, count it and give him one more. At the turn, you see the scoring run after a nice start to the third quarter for Orlando. Turns his shoulder. Shows off the handle. Now the footwork. Oh, ballerino. Anthony comes to a screeching halt, gives into Kimberchu, being picked up by Anthony. Ibaka takes his time down the lane, a little kiss and a smile off the window. 7th time tonight. Ross feeling good, and yes, Zoo gives to Jackson. Kennard settles into the 3, dueling. Second win on a 6-game road trip. Leonard splits a pair of defenders, a graceful glide and a... Ross goes around the closeout by... I don't think he delivers as consistently as Lou. Has a little bit more athleticism, but Lou's a little bit more clever off the bounce.
Came up with stripes on uniforms.
Good defense by Orlando. Jackson. Oh, he bails him out again! That he would have a double-double. He still may, but it's not been an easy one as we would expect it. Cross-court pass, a risky one from Senior to Batum, but he's in his park place.
The maturity of Gordon helps them get better offense.
George single-minded on this possession and knock rebounds here tonight. Now add a steal to the ledger. Can he get an assist as well? Lou for 3, book it. What if I'm elevating? Here's Terrence Mann, a foot race to the rim. Oh, and he lays it in. And you can feel the air kind of being let out here from Orlando. Under 7 to play. Terrence.
I'm 7 for 10 right now. I'm shooting this one.
I'm not mad at him for that. Marcus Terrence Mann with the rebound as we approach the midway point of this 4th quarter. 102-77. Nice feed into Zubac. Oh.
Manager's role. He turned that down because he didn't feel he was ready for that at the time. We'll see what happens now with positions you have. You could be a GM and in charge of a whole lot of things that you never even thought about before.
They're in a great spot.
Terrence Mann again sticking those long arms, a hand in there, and as a result
has waved the white flag. Clippers out in front 109-83. Anthony stays out there.
And Detroit let him go. We sign him right away. The lob, the finish on the inside. Any assignment you want. And he's heard every word and knows everything you want him to know. And he was
entered in the lineup going back to January 8th. Nice save from Cavangeli to Kennard. Give that young man